when you can get them.
Irving double team. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Wemby came up, and coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Kevin, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Irving. The 9-footers on the mark.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
For Kyrie Irving, Doris, what a run to the finals in 2024 with the Mavs.
He works seamlessly with the great Luka Doncic. And the beauty of Kyrie Irving historically is put him next to a great player and you will not in any way diminish his game.
Daniels, no good. Caldwell Pope on the wing. No good from outside. Brooklyn trailing. Outside for Wembanyama. Kuminga with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Screen by Porzingis. Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
In a pick-and-roll game, the length and athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a big-time problem. Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Here's Irving. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Lets it go from 11 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
Here's Irving, following the bucket by the Nets. 17-foot shot on the way. That's good on the jump shot. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Virginia Beach.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And the Nets with possession here. After the basket by Virginia Beach on the other end. Stolen by Brooks. To the inside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
I mean, with the amount of turnovers they've committed, it's no wonder they're in the position they're in right now.
1:09 left in the first quarter. Irving drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 8 points.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
To the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Cameron Thomas.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
At the line for 2.
And he can't hit the second. And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the three.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
Here's Lively. Shot clock at 6. And they get it. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Nets trailed by 11. Thomas down low. Pass to Lively. Outside Williams. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And it's Virginia Beach. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Virginia Beach is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Now, here is Irving. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And that one's good. Bona.
Well, that pass is a product of Kyrie Irving's great instincts. He's got a terrific mind for the game.
Here is Williams. Nothing on the board. Irving looking for an opening. Sinks the three-pointer. And Virginia Beach leads by 18.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. So both teams making some changes here. Nets trailed by 20. And a wide open look for Daniels. And again, no good by Brooklyn. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And on the way from Irving for three. They grab their own miss. Bona. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. To the paint. Now, here is Irving. He's got 15.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Outside Irving. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Daniels. Off the inbound, no good.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
There's a screen. Here's Irving. On the high post, he drills it. Irving's got 17 now.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Count it.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Collins grabs the miss.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
And People Doors talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
The line for one.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary. And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Irving. 20 points for him. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
.24 seconds left here in the second. Here's Kamara. Excellent D that time from Jones. Now Irving. They set the screen. With one on the clock. And that one is good. Irving's got 22.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Daniels. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Daniels has got his first basket of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Daniels with it. And the layup's good off the glass. Daniels has got his second bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving attacking. Good defense by Wembanyama. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
And that one's good, Irving.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight. A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Kyrie Irving is becoming the sage veteran. He said, quote, "I used to think leadership is a lonely thing, and it's not. It's surrounding yourself with great-minded, great-hearted people, asking them to push you at times and picking them up when they're not able to be their best." Kevin?
Great perspective. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Pass to Black. And again, it's the Nets missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Irving attacking. He gets that one. Irving's got 29.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Here's Daniels. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Count that one.
See, Kyrie never hesitates. As soon as he sees that open man, boy, it is on time.
Here's Daniels. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
And when Wembanyama goes to the hoop, it's hard to defend without getting one of those limbs caught up.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Now, here's Irving. He's got 31. Screen by Porzingis. Shoots from the high post. And it's Irving missing. There's a screen by Toppin. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Mitchell. And easy 2 points on the layup. Mitchell's got his first points of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Wembanyama looking it over. Here's Williams. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Williams has got his first basket.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Kept alive. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Watson's got 4 points this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Thomas, no good.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And it'll be Virginia Beach with their first timeout of the game right here.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. There's 45 seconds left in the third. To the inside. Bona. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Virginia Beach shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Timeout called, the Nets. Timeout called, the Nets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
Now in timeout called by Brooklyn.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
All right, that was your dance team. Make some noise.
So he gets them both. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Daniels. Outside for Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside, off the mark.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Black. Good if it goes. That one misses. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Virginia Beach.
26.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Virginia Beach. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. So GA between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
And Kuminga throws it down.
That's as easy as it gets for Kuminga. Defense has to bring more energy than that.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Caldwell Pope outside. Rebounded by the Nets.
Virginia Beach foul.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
First team foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Virginia Beach.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Irving for 3. Brooks grabs the board. Pass to Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. Outside Daniels. And the Nets miss again.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
Left side, Irving. Tries again. He lays it in. Irving's got 33 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit. Let's say he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
The Nets working the ball around now. Porzingis with the steal. That's up a three. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's going to be on Dyson Daniel.
Kyrie Irving.
Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Empowering at home. He ends a 12-0 run by Virginia Beach.
On its way from Irving for two. And there's Virginia Beach with another bucket.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Irving. Count it. Irving's got 41.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Virginia Beach. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Virginia Beach.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
And here is Kuminga. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Wembanyama.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Outside, Kuminga. 6 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Violation. Nets ball.
.11 seconds left in the game. Now, Wembanyama. So Virginia Beach picking up the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you